everyone. Welcome back to the Time to Thrive podcast. We are your hosts, Haelle
and Anna.
And today we are diving into my topic. If you were here 2 weeks ago, Anna shared her topic about engagement rings.
Yeah.
And so today, this episode should come out about the middle of January. So I'm going to be talking about New Year's resolutions and goals and how to kind of look at them from a biblical perspective. And so, diving into it, kind of like, I know for me at least, I love to set goals at the beginning of the year. I'm kind of an overachiever. It's a little bit of a problem sometimes, but I like to set goals and expectations for myself. And so most people at the beginning of the year, they want to set goals on how to better themselves, or they want to achieve certain things. And so most people, they'll say at the beginning of the year, oh, this year's going to be different, or this year's going to be our year, because like they get so encouraged and so excited at the beginning of the year. What's some of your New Year's resolutions?
Oh gosh. One of them. Do we want to do a serious one? Or
so we're each going to share. We're going to share a serious goal, a silly or fun goal, and then a goal that you say you're going to do every year, but usually doesn't end up happening. So for our serious goal, one of mine is I want to read through the entire Bible in a year. I've actually never read through the entire Bible. There's several books that I've missed, and I never even read it through all in a year. So that's one of my serious goals.
That's a good one. Mine is hit a milestone in my savings. I've been trying to do better about money management.
Ooh.
That is not a fun one, but I want to try and do better with money management.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then a silly goal or a fun goal for me is I want to get better at crocheting this year. I love to crochet. It's my little grandma hobby. And I just made scarves for the first time.
So cute.
It's so fun.
So cute.
And I made a baby blanket last year for a friend. So this year I really want to master granny squares.
Oh,
it's been the bane of my existence lately. They're so frustrating. But I'm going to learn those, and I really want to make a sweater this year. That's
cute.
my big project I want to learn.
That's cute. My little funny one is keep my car clean this year and deep clean it every month. So whether that's wash the outside of the car and vacuum the inside of the car, at least just keep it clean the whole year. Not
that's
eat
better
in the
than
car.
Me.
Yeah,
I do mine
my feet
twice
out.
a year, and it's usually in the summer and within a month of each other.
Yeah, well, my dad is totally against car washes. We do not take our cars. He does not take his cars through car washes.
I feel like they don't get clean is really good.
Yeah, he says it messes up something. So my thing is okay, well, that will be a physical activity for me to get out there, clean, wash it, and then maybe I'll appreciate my car too.
There you go.
Yeah, that's mine.
And then a goal that I say every year I'm gonna do, but I've never been able to actually do, is taking my vitamins regularly. I'm so bad. I have them on my nightstand next to me, and I take them once a week. It's bad.
Goodness.
I remember to take my iron supplement. That's the only one I can manage to take. Maybe because I probably couldn't live without my iron.
Do you not have one of those?
I do.
Oh, I love filling mine out. I have a 30-day one.
But I hate taking them. I have the world's worst gag reflex. I can somehow taste the vitamins in my mouth. I have to have a chaser. I literally will have sweet tea or something and do my vitamins and then chase it with something. Even though you can't taste them.
Oh, I cannot take my vitamins straight.
What do you do?
I have to drink.
Oh, I drink water. I drink the water with the vitamins, and then I chase it with something that actually tastes like something. Maybe it's because I hate the taste of water.
Why not just swallow it with the sweet tea?
Because I'd probably choke.
You have to do water?
I'd probably choke.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, okay, my last one is, what is something you put on every year? Is that what it is?
And then you don't usually complete.
Oh, yeah, mine is to have a better attitude.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
I literally do really well on one aspect, then another aspect comes on my attitude, and I get so frightened. I'm why can I not just...
But, we're women, and we get so hormonal and emotional that sometimes, we really can't control our emotions at certain times in the month.
But at least I put it on there, so it reminds me.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's mine.
Well, going into it, we see, just from hearing us talk, we're usually so motivated in January to complete our goals. And usually by the time you get to March, it's usually they dwindle down. Like you stop trying to complete your goals. And it really shows you whether something that you're wanting to do is become a habit or not. And then usually in January, we're really gung-ho. And so we try to change everything and start all these goals all at once instead of like trying to actually build that consistency and slow. And actually, some research that I did, contrary to the 20-day myth, science shows that it actually takes an average of 66 days and sometimes longer for something to become a habit. Yeah.
That's a lot longer than I thought.
It is. It's over 2 months.
Wow.
And then sometimes even longer than that. It usually takes about 6 months to a year for a habit to become a lifestyle.
Oh, like your body automatically does
it becomes part of your routine. So you can form that habit in 2 months, and then continuing that, it can take up to 6 months or even a year for that habit you created to feel like part of your life.
Yeah. How long have you been taking your vitamins regularly?
I haven't even made it a month.
Days.
Yeah, it's okay. And so like seeing that, it really shows us how consistency is more important than intensity or how much we do something. And like if you miss a day, that's not going to ruin your habit. It's the quitting that ruins your habit. Because if you just quit, like that's what's so good about when you do start these goals, and to not be so hard on yourself, to give yourself grace, that the next day, like for me, I want to read the Bible in a year, but life happens, busyness happens. If I miss a day, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to ruin my habit and ruin my goal. I'll just start over the next day. And so leaning into that, having goals isn't bad, but it's so easy for us to shift them from having healthy and good intentions to then really feeling self-reliant and almost prideful in ourselves when it comes to these goals. But where we place the trust is what's really most important. And so sometimes pride will sneak in when we realize and kind of believe the lie that our worth is based on our achievements or what we accomplish. And that, like, going back, if you listen to last week's episode talking about adversity in Ecclesiastes, our peace, sometimes we rely on our peace based on our circumstances or what's happening in our life and what outcomes are. And then sometimes we even will believe lies and think our identity is based on our progress. Like we think we're not good enough because we failed at this one thing. Will you actually read James 4, 13 through 15?
James 4, 15.
13.
Oh, 13. I was going to say, I don't see.
13 through 15.
Oh, okay, 13 through 15. Okay, it says, "Look here, you who say, 'Today or tomorrow we will go to a certain town and will stay there a year. We will do business there and make a profit.' How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like a morning fog. It is here for a little while and then it's gone. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that."
That's good.
Very good.
And so when we have that self-reliance, it can often be mistaken for like false confidence in ourselves. We plan our year, we plan our goals as if time is guaranteed, as if like we're guaranteed that we're going to make it that far in the year, or that we know what that outcome is going to be. But like how that verse says, if we say, if the Lord wills something, it's not just a religious phrase like a lot of people believe. It's actually, it reveals the posture of our heart and shows how we're humble and we're willing to accept that, like, we can have these plans, but if the Lord doesn't will it, it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
And so when we do make these goals, we should consult God and consult His Word when making these goals. Making the goals isn't bad, but it's when we get tempted to become prideful and self-reliant, that's when it becomes a sin. So if you ask yourself, how do we consult God when making these goals? The biggest thing, and it's definitely easier said than done, but we start with surrender. We surrender our hearts, we surrender our plans, our goals to God. Psalm 34, 4-5 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desires. Commit your way to the Lord, trust Him, and He will act." We probably should ask ourselves, and something that I want to ask myself when I start making my goals is, what do I need to change in me this coming year? What is something that I don't want to bring with me from the previous year into this year, whether it's a behavior, a thought, an action.
That's good.
what needs to change in order for God to use me in these goals. And then the next thing is we should invite the Holy Spirit to really search and examine our motives and really like examine our hearts and for the reasoning why we picked that certain goal. Psalms 139 talks about how God really knows our hearts and how he searches our hearts. And so when we pray over our goals, we should really dive deep in them and see if they're rooted in obedience or our image, if they're rooted in pride.
Yeah.
Like one question that I was thinking about is, would I still pursue this goal if no one saw it?
Oh, that's
like, are you wanting this goal to boost your image or boost your reputation, or are you wanting to pursue this goal to improve yourself in order to better obey and glorify God? It's a lot of self-reflection, which I think is a good thing about the beginning of the new year, because we want to better ourselves, but it's just important that we don't take it from a prideful perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the last thing when we consult God in making our goals is we have open hearts and minds when making our goals, that we know, okay, I'm making these goals, I've prayed over them, I know that God's will is ultimately going to come to pass, and so when making those goals, we need to not get so caught up in, this is my plan, I want it to go this way, because when does life ever really go like we plan?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think any of us have ever like made it through a year where everything we planned actually came to happen. And so a successful year actually should be measured by how closely we walked with God, not really everything that we accomplished. Because if we make it through another year where we lived in obedience, we had faith, we glorified God, that really is the most important thing that happens throughout that year.
Yeah.
And so one verse I want to end this episode with is Micah 6:8, and it says, "Men, he has told each of you what is good and what it is that the Lord requires of you, to act justly, to love faithfulness, and to walk humbly with God."
That's good.
That's one of my favorite verses.
I'm going to definitely, when I go and write down my goals for the year, because I love doing that, is right beside it how you said, like, what's your motive behind it? Like, why do you want to do that? I think that would be really cool if I wrote my goal and then put in parentheses the why.
That is
of
good.
why I want to do it. And then maybe that would dwindle some down or bring others up that I normally wouldn't think about. That's really good. And then I also have like a little prayer wall. And I think that would be really cool, like, to attach that and have that constantly, I don't know, at like the forefront of your mind, like definitely in your prayers. That's really cool. I like that. Very good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the new year. We're recording this in December, so the new year hasn't actually happened yet.
Yeah.
So I'm still working on making my goals for next year.
Yeah. That would be so nice. Cool.
I'm excited. I think 2026 is going to be good. I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's going to be good.
It definitely will.
I'm excited to see a lot of fun things are going to happen next year.
Yeah. That's exciting. So, if y'all have, that would be cool if y'all had a goal or something.
Yes, let us know what your resolutions are for this year. By this point, it's already January, so let us know what are some of your goals.
Like, what's your top and why?
Yeah.
Why is your why to your goal? We would love to hear that in the comments. And make sure you like,
and
comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.